For thousands of years, mystics, prophets, and spiritual masters have spoken about a hidden eye. Not the two eyes that look outward at the physical world, but a single eye that looks inward at the world of energy. Jesus referred to it with a sentence so mysterious that most people read it without ever understanding its implications. He said, "The light of the body is the eye. If therefore your eye be single, your whole body shall be full of light." He didn't say eyes, plural. He said eye, singular. But what was this single eye? Why did he speak of it as the key to total illumination? And how does modern neuroscience accidentally confirm what ancient mystics already knew? Today, we are going to reveal a truth that sits at the intersection of biology, physics, and spirituality. A truth once hidden behind symbolism. A truth inside your own brain. Take a breath, because the portal you've been searching for is already inside you. To understand what Jesus meant, we have to look at the anatomy of the brain. Deep in the geometric center of your head, past the logic of the neocortex and the emotions of the limbic system, sits a tiny crystalline organ, no larger than a grain of rice, the pineal gland. For centuries, philosophers like Descartes called it the seat of the soul. The Egyptians carved it as the eye of Horus. Jesus called it the single eye. But for a long time, modern science dismissed it as useless until they looked closer. They discovered that the interior of the pineal gland has retinal tissue. It has rods and cones, just like your physical eyes. It is wired into the visual cortex of your brain. It is literally an eye. But why do you need an eye deep inside a dark skull where no sunlight can enter? Because it wasn't designed to see the sun. It was designed to see the light of the quantum field. It is the biological antenna of the soul. Here is where the science gets fascinating. In 2002, scientists confirmed that the pineal gland contains calcite microcrystals. These aren't just rocks. These crystals possess a property called piezoelectricity. This means that if you apply pressure to them, they generate an electrical charge. They generate an electromagnetic field. This is the exact same technology we use in radios, watches, and cell phones to tune into invisible frequencies. Your brain has a built-in crystal radio receiver. When you enter deep prayer or deep meditation, and you focus your attention on the center of your head, you are physically applying pressure to these crystals. They begin to vibrate. They begin to glow. They act as a transducer, converting vibration from the quantum field into images your brain can understand. This is what Jesus meant by, "If your eye be single." Single means focused, coherent, tuned to one frequency. When the crystals resonate in unity, the portal opens. When this antenna turns on, it releases a cascade of powerful neurochemicals, melatonin derivatives, pinoline, and dimethyltryptamine, or DMT. These substances act as keys that unlock the brain's filters. Your brain shifts from beta, survival mode, to alpha, presence, to gamma, higher integration. In these states, your perception expands. Time feels different. Information flows from non-linear sources. Insights appear instantly. The pineal gland becomes a lens, allowing you to see not with your physical eyes, but with awareness itself. This is why ancient traditions saw it as sacred. He wasn't teaching religion, he was teaching perception. Now, look at the second part of Jesus' statement. Your whole body shall be full of light. For centuries, we thought this was a metaphor for being holy. But biophysics is proving it is literal. When the pineal gland activates, it sends a signal to the pituitary gland, which then signals the entire endocrine system. It tells your DNA to upregulate. Scientists like Fritz Albert Popp discovered that DNA emits light, it creates a field of biophotons. When you are stressed, fearful, or in survival mode, this internal light is chaotic and dim. But when the single eye is open, when the brain is coherent, the light emission increases and becomes organized. Your body does not become light metaphorically, it becomes light literally. This is the foundation of what mystics call the light body. It is biology, flooded with spirit. If this organ is so powerful, why do most people never experience it? Jesus warned us about this too. He said, "But if your eye be evil, your whole body shall be full of darkness." In Aramaic, the word evil implies unhealthy, divided, or double. The opposite of single is double. Duality, when we live in stress, when we are addicted to our phones, when we are trapped in judgment. The pineal gland calcifies. It becomes coated in calcium phosphate. It becomes dormant. The crystals stop vibrating. The signal is lost. And when the antenna is broken, we feel disconnected from God. We feel alone. We feel full of darkness. The darkness isn't a punishment. It's just a lack of signal. You unplug the Wi-Fi. This is why Jesus said, "Do not worry about tomorrow." Anxiety collapses the inner eye. This is why he said, "Be still." Stillness activates the inner eye. In mystical Christianity, early texts revealed something shocking. The kingdom of heaven was not a place you go to. It was a frequency you tune into. Jesus said, "The kingdom is within you, not above you, not somewhere else, within." When your perception shifts, you don't go to heaven, you see heaven. You access a different layer of reality that is superimposed right here. Your future, guidance, intuition, miracles, all come from this inner dimension. The pineal gland is the hardware, consciousness is the software, and the kingdom is the internet. When Jesus said, "My sheep hear my voice," he wasn't talking about ears. He was talking about this inner reception. So how do we decalcify this organ? How do we turn the antenna back on? We follow the physics of the body. Let's do this together. Step 1. Darkness. The pineal gland is light sensitive. It activates in the dark. Practice sitting in total darkness. Turn off the screens. Signal your biology that it is time to look inward. Step 2. Breath. Use the breath to create pressure. Slow, rhythmic breathing. Imagine the breath moving up the spine and hitting the center of the brain. This mechanical pressure activates the piezoelectric crystals. You are charging the battery. Step 3. Focus. Bring your awareness to the center of your forehead. Then gently inward, toward the geometric center of your brain. Where attention goes, energy flows. You are directing blood flow and electricity to the organ. Step 4. Coherence. Feel gratitude. Gratitude is the signal that opens the heart. When the heart field is coherent, it entrains the brain. The single eye requires a single heart. Step 5. Listen. Do not force visions. Do not imagine. Simply listen to the silence. You may feel pressure, warmth, a sense of expansion. That is the gland coming online. Jesus didn't come to create followers. He came to create perceivers. He didn't say, "Believe what I say." He said, "If your eye becomes single, your whole body will be filled with light." He was pointing to a biological portal, a divine technology, a built-in connection to the source. You are not here to stumble through life blind. You are here to see, not with eyes that look outward, but with the eye that looks inward. If this message awakened something in you, you're welcome to subscribe and stay connected to this frequency. Open your eye, see the truth, become the light. Welcome home.